Hello, welcoming you all back to today's video on Business Information System. I am Pavitra, working as Assistant Professor at the Department of Business Administration UG at Dr. SNS Lakshmi College of Arts and Science. So, in our video lecture series on Business Information System, we are been discussing about the various information related to data, databases, how a business stores the data, uses the data, and we have been discussing about the various components of Business Information System. In our video, previously we have been discussed about the three main components of business information system. So one is computer hardware, computer software, and we have discussed about data, what is the data, what is database, and all these in our previous video. And in our today's video, we will be discussing about the rest of two components of business information system. So one of the component is networks, and next one is human resources, system users, that is we. So without any more delay, let's get into today's video on business information systems components. So business information system. So as we have been discussing about this in our previous videos, so business information system is actually information systems that gathers information about the business from the various sources of the organization through the primary components of the information system, that is computer hardware, computer software, databases, networks, and system users. So that is what we are discussing in this videos. So these informations are used for managing the business decisions and to make an effective and efficient decisions inside the organization. So as I said before in our previous video, so the data are the raw facts that are inside an organization in number of information related to organization. All these information and facts are data. So all those related facts or related informations are called as a database. So that is what we have discussed as of now in our video. And today's video we will be discussing about the rest of two components, uh, networks and system uses. So without any more delay, let's get into today's components of business information system. So the fourth component of business information system is networks. So the networks is nothing but, as we people are known about, internet, extranet. So all these are internet and telecommunication methods. So through these networks, so through this telecommunication networks, the information passes from one end to another end. So these networks helps the business information systems to transform the data or share the data from one end to the next end. So these are called as a networks. So the network resources are refers to the telecommunication networks like internet, extranet, and the internet sources. So these resources facilitates the flow of information inside the organization. So let us assume we are at the one end and our customer at the one end. So passing the information from customer A to customer B, or from human resource to finance. So the internet helps us to helps in the flow of information from one end to another end. So the network consists of both the physical devices such as network cards, hubs, and cables, and software such as operating systems, web servers, data servers, and application servers. So the networks consist of all these physical devices inside it to facilitate the flow of data from one end to another end. So the telecommunication network consists of computers, communication processors, and other devices interconnected by communication media and controlled by the software systems. So these networks may include communication media and network supports as well. So that's it about a network. So network helps to facilitate and transform the information from one end to another end without any deviations or without any flaws. So that's it about networks. So moving on to the next important component of business information system. So that is system users, human resource, or we manpower who uses the system. So we are involved in business information system, isn't it? So that is what it is. So if our data is processing from one end to another end, so we need networks. So from with the through whom the data passes through human resource, we system users, isn't it? So that is what called as a human resource. It is associated with the manpower required to run and manage the system. So inside the organization to process the data. So people are the end users of the information system. So whatever the information or whatever the data processes or moves on, peoples, we system users are the end users. We will be using those data. Whatever data or whatever information process, we will be using the data. We are the end users of those data. Yeah. Information system. So end user use information produced for their own purpose. The main purpose of information system is to benefit the end user. So as I said, we system users are the end users of the information system. So we people should be the main ultimate purpose of a information system is to satisfy the end users. So for example, we are creating a software, so it should benefit the end user, the system users, isn't it? So that is the main purpose of information system. So the end users can be accountants, engineers, salesperson, customers, clerks or managers or any kind of a people who are using in those applications. So the end users may be any person. So people are also responsible to develop and operate information systems. So they include system analysts, computers or operators, programmers, coders, and other clerical information system persons and managerial technicians. So hope so you people understood what is business information system. So we have discussed about the components of business information system, 5 components. So one is hardware, software, databases, and networks and system users. So with the help of these 5 components, business information systems transforms the informations to and the end users, so that informations or that kind of a data will be useful for making a better decisions inside the organization. So that's it about our video on business information system. So in our next lecture series on business information system, we will be discussing further more on how these data gathered inside an organization, raw facts are moved on to a database, a related data, and how does those database is managed inside the organization without any flaws or any deviation. And we will be further discussing about SDLC, software development life cycle, and various other interesting details on business information system. See you all in the next video. Thank you.